All right. Good evening, Baltimore. This is James MacArthur. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. Well, because they're kind of boring, but I'm doing this just to document something for the record, if you will. Since it's about a legal case, anyways, and that's one of the things you hear in court. Your Honor, I'd like to enter this piece of evidence for the record, and that's what we're doing tonight. As you can see, this is the Baltimore Spectator, the website that I founded years ago, actually, before many of the local reporters now reporting crime were doing it here. I was here. Anyways, this little blog piece, for Trayvon, Baltimore teens beat Hispanic man. Well, I got that information last night because a tipster made me aware of a situation in Patterson Park where some young youth, black youth, allegedly assaulted, beat up, and showed a handgun, a Hispanic man. This is a terrible incident if it does prove out to be true. And at this point, we know for a fact that there is a police report, but we have every reason to believe it did happen, although things have gone that far before and have been proven to be total hoaxes. But we're not getting into that. We're going to stick to the point here. This story was posted last night when we got the information, and I had very little information. It's basically a stub of a story. It just mentions the bits and pieces I was able to gain, and I really was hoping one of the local reporters, particularly with the Baltimore Sun, who have a lot more resources than I do to pursue these things in better context, would have fleshed this thing out and given us a story last night so we could learn more about it. Well, this afternoon, not too long ago, a story did come out finally, nearly 24 hours later, by Justin George. A very well-written story, by the way, filled with details, absolutely confirming everything that was first put in this blog post last night. No one else touched it. No one tweeted about it. It almost a story that I think is fairly big. The only known incidents of violence in Baltimore City in retaliation to the Zimmerman verdict. So I mean, I don't want to act like it's the end of the world, but I think it's a story of note. And when I first became aware of the situation, I was hoping some of my mainstream media colleagues would have taken it and ran with it and did with it what I'm unable to do. Well, that is just what happened today, and it would have been nice, not necessarily, would have been nice in this story right here. You see on the Baltimore crime beat, part of the Baltimore Sun, witness claims youth yelled, "This is for Trayvon," in beating. Would have been nice if Justin George in this story, hold on, let's get the close-up. Well, is this thing going to focus? Come on. Would have been nice for Justin George to have made a passing mention somewhere, some bit of acknowledgement that local blog, the Baltimore Spectator, first tweeted this last night. First tweeted it, maybe, first mentioned it or whatever. We have since confirmed or something, some passing acknowledgement. You don't have to say I broke it and I was an exclusive or anything like that. But, it wasn't put out to the world, so to speak. 4, 5, 6,000 of you who see these things, especially once it's retweeted, until I did it. Anyways, it would have been nice. Now, here's where it gets really funny. Let's scroll down to the bottom. This is where comments go. And you see it says post your comments below. It's blank. There's nothing there. I posted a comment just being sarcastic, being funny, having fun. Hey, it's kind of funny how this story was done 24 hours prior by me, and there's no acknowledgement. The comment is gone. Now, how do I prove that I had a comment there? I don't think this camera is going to focus well, but there's a little checkbox, and you can go to the site yourself and see it. And it says post to Facebook. So when you post the comment on the Sun, it'll automatically post a copy of your comment on your Facebook page. And from there, your Facebook friends and others, they can respond to the comment on Facebook or go to the Sun site itself and join in the conversation. And actually, that's exactly what one of my friends did. Let's go to his, let's go to my Facebook notifications. Right here. It says, Hope Restored, it's a local minister, replied to your comment on BaltimoreSun.com. What comment on BaltimoreSun.com? Well, if you're familiar with Facebook, you'll know that if I click on this, it should take me right to the story, and we should be able to see the comment. So let's get a focus there. We click on it, and it brings us to the story. Hold on. There's the Baltimore Sun. There's the story. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom. There's no comments. None. So how could he respond to a story? And we click the direct Facebook notification link for it, and my comment isn't there, and his reply isn't there. But Facebook is telling us that he responded to a comment of mine on the Baltimore Sun. So I'm not sure why the comment was deleted. There was no profanity, no personal attacks, nothing to my knowledge that broke the rules. But it is, well, for lack of a better term, it does seem like a little bit of censorship from a comment that was, just mostly lighthearted. Well, anyways, that's all for now. Justin Fenton denies that anything such as this happened. He probably has no idea that it happened. He probably had nothing to do with it, but it absolutely did happen. I saw the comment posted. It was there. I'm not imagining this, and Facebook is not imagining it either. So until next time, you can keep up with my blog at baltimorespectator.com. Decent commentary there and some crime coverage, but Justin Fenton and Justin George, they do that stuff full time. So check them out too, because they have good stories. The story he did on this incident was really good, and I enjoyed reading it. But some acknowledgement would be nice next time. Comprende, hombre? Did I say it right? Yeah, my Spanish is so-so. I can write it better than I can speak it. I don't have the accent. All right, bye.